Chelsea are through to the final of the FIFA Club World Cup after winning 2-0, beating Fluminense 2-0. And I think Enzo Maresca has found his man. Enzo Maresca has found his striker. Now, I'm not overreacting. Let me explain. What do I mean by that? Enzo Maresca and Chelsea have really embraced this thing of analytics, right? If you guys watch this movie called Moneyball, it's about baseball. Sorry guys, I'm digressing a bit. I know it's a review. Chelsea fans, you're happy, but just get me for a second. What Moneyball basically did, Billy Bean was the Oakland A's manager, and what he did was basically, look, if we lose our best players, it's very hard for us as a small team. I'm not saying Chelsea's a small team, but for the Oakland A's to get one good player to replace that one, because they used to develop players. It's very hard for us to get a player who can replace that, right? So what do? We look at the things that this player were losing. If, let's say, player A we're losing, does 3 things very well. Can't we find 3 players who can do those three things well, right? And that's basically what Moneyball was about. And if you look at this Chelsea strike force, you have Liam Delap, you have Joao Pedro, and you have Nick Jax, right? Nick Jax is the one who's going to run around, do all the dirty work and stuff like that. And then Joao Pedro is just erratic in a very good way, where the way he took his second goal was just beautiful. Obviously, the first goal was beautiful as well. But the second one, you're countering, you expect the guy to lay it off or something. But that's a striker playing against his former team. Like, I just love the confidence that he plays with. But if you look at the teams they come from, at Brighton, he couldn't play a whole season. Welbeck had to come in at times, right? And lead the line, and also injuries. For Liam Delap, same thing. When he was at Ipswich, the coach, McKenna, was preferring Geoff Hurst most of the time, just in front of Akina. What's that former Chelsea kid that I'm forgetting his name? The Chelsea kid that was sold to Ipswich. I need to mention his name. Otherwise, this is all pointless. Can I get his name? Anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about, right? And McKenna realized from very early on that Omari Hutchinson, Chaplin, and Broadhead, right behind the striker. There are times Geoff Hurst and certain teams that Hurst plays better with, then we bring Delap off the bench as an impact sub, or we start with Delap and Hurst comes off the bench, or we play both of them. And same thing with Nicholas Jackson last season. There were points in the season where it's like, this guy is just unplayable. He had a purple patch, and then now he's not scoring. He goes like 3 months without scoring. When you put those 3 combined, you just get one person to do something at the beginning of the season, someone in the middle and someone at the end, and they complement each other. I feel like Chelsea have gotten their man. I feel like they've gotten the striker that complements Delap and who? And Nicholas Jackson in Joao Pedro. Took both his goals well against his former team. He was so good. Someone I need to give a big shout out to in this game is Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca is finally becoming that coach, right? I feel like he's always been that coach, but the thing is, for you to implement your ideas, it takes time. Honestly, even when he was when he started off at Chelsea, first like few months of the season, they were doing well, but not great, right? Obviously, Pochettino left after winning 5 games in a row. Then this guy comes in and you're like, okay, this guy's how many times are they going to start over? So he really tried, and he finally made it there. And you could see the team was gelling towards the end of the season, and that's how they won the Conference League. But now I can start seeing him implementing structures. Case in point, Caicedo, who I hope is not injured because he just went down and then tried playing again and then went down again. Not much contact. I hope he's fit because the way this player plays, what he enables the team to do, he enables Enzo Fernandez to press high. That number 16 of Palmeiras, what's his name? Of Fluminense, not Palmeiras. The number 16 is their creative hub, basically their number 10, right? And this is something that people used to do with Arsenal, with Ozil. They realized if you take Ozil out of the game, Nonato. So they're playing with a 3-4-1-2, but Nonato was like the one in the middle and then Arias towards in front, sort of dovetailing and applying the work rate up front. Caicedo was in his pocket the entire game. And even the first goal, if you look at Joao Pedro's first goal, when Fluminense are trying to attack, the fact that Caicedo is right in his hip, they can't play the ball to him. And then the ball goes elsewhere and they misplace the pass. And obviously, who picked up the ball? I don't even know who picked up the ball. Anyway, plays in Joao Pedro, amazing shot, makes it 1-0. And that's the thing. You're seeing how Caicedo enables you to just release Enzo Fernandez to press high. The times Fernandez is going past the striker. And Nkunku really worked hard today. Like, we need to give him a lot of credit. And something else Maresca realized is that you need ball carriers, people who are willing to carry the ball into this Fluminense defense. And Nkunku did that all time and again, and he got fouled as well quite a bit. So he got the tactics right. The press was just working beautifully. Who was playing in defense? Chaloba and Adarabioyo, just really good. Cucurella, there's not... Samiro can attest to this. I told Samiro at the beginning of last season, after I watched the Euros, that Cucurella is going to have one of the best seasons that we've seen from a new signing, right? Especially at Chelsea. And well, not from a new signing, but from just that last season. And the boy Samir was like, yeah, that boy is good. I agree. I accept the boy is good, right? And with time, even him, he opened his eyes. It's like, I need to just stop hating. I need to watch this guy play. And I mean, obviously, he watches all Chelsea games, but I watched him at Euros with many of you guys, by the way. You guys have just been watching every tournament. And Cucurella was just on a different level. And the thing that he allows now this Chelsea team to do is that the coach can now easily play Adarabioyo and Chaloba as part of a back four. But then they can switch to a back three and Cucurella joins that back three. And then there's this thing that Maresca also does where, and Cucurella did it a lot last season, the fullback is always running across the box and getting that near post flick. And I'm like, what is he doing? Like, what is he cooking? Same thing with Malo Gusto now on the other side. Malo Gusto has really, really shown that he's the best. He's probably the best at making those runs and then just running back and covering. In this tournament so far, from that right back position, there's maybe Hakimi. Hakimi was on a different level as well. But I don't think there's many right backs in this tournament where I'd say, that's the one. Like, Malo Gusto has been up there. Hey, I'm really praising Chelsea. Cole Palmer was okay, obviously running a lot, but he got so annoyed when Jackson came and didn't play him the ball and he couldn't score. He was quite annoyed. But this Chelsea team is it, man. This is apparently I had a stat that they've won 12 of the last 13 semi-finals. Do you know how crazy that is? 12 of the last 13 semi-finals. That is such an insane stat, and that's like across different managers. So. I have to give Pedro Neto a big shout out as well. From the last game, him not having after everything that happened with Diogo Jota, RIP, obviously it affected him, teammate, a boy of his, just managed to play that game, very emotional, comes into this one, and the guy is just like, there's moments where you know for a fact he's going left, but he'll come right and then go left. Or he'll come back right, fake left, go right, then go left, the way he was intending to go in the first place. And there's one where he did that, and then he crossed the ball at the back post. And I think it was Malo Gusto who headed it. Again, making that run, Malo Gusto. I was just... Yeah, these boys are playing with something. Like, there's something that's pushing them. It's like the season is not over for them. And we were all laughing at Chelsea for having a bloated squad, right? We were all laughing at how bloated the squad is. This is where it counts because they can remove the first 11, put another 11. Maybe at left back is the only place where they'd struggle. But they'll still, and maybe number 10, yeah. And they'll still put out a really, really formidable team. Yeah, man. The only hole this team has that they really need to address it before the new season is at goalkeeper. Honestly, this team can go and challenge next season. In my opinion, I feel like they can challenge. There's a few things they don't have. And also I'm waiting to see how Enzo Maresca deals with the egos, because this team is quite stacked, right? Someone like Nicholas Jackson today, you saw when he came on how he really, really wanted to score for himself because he realized, hey, this Liam Delap has come to this team. Pedro has just come and scored 2 goals. I need to step up. At that moment when he should have laid it off, he also wanted to score, right? So these things are going to happen where every winger wants to start. You have, I think, 6 or 7 wingers. the only people whose positions are nailed are like Caicedo, Cucurella, and Cole Palmer, and that's about it. Everyone else, you can be replaced at any time with someone who's better than you or someone who's playing to take your position, right? Even though they may not be better than you. So, yeah, man. Chelsea are looking good. And whoever they meet in the final, that game is going to extra time, in my opinion. Yeah, Chelsea through to the FIFA Club World Cup final at MetLife.